Good morning. It's Norma Cowie here on a Sunday morning. And once more, I've been pulling my hair out because as I'm putting things together here, it's not working out exactly the same as it used to just a few days ago. But anyway, I'm here. My topic today is around perseverance. I was up quite early this morning, very early actually, to watch the end part of the tennis match in Melbourne, Australia. We have a man who's heading towards 40, wanting to win his 25th major trophy, and a young man of 22 wanting to to win his first sort of a Grand Slam total. In other words, all the four major tournaments that they hold every year. What a game. It was a really interesting game of, I'm a tennis player from way back, not now, but when I was young. And I love to follow them, and I have for many, many years. But the perseverance of the training to be fit, to be able to be there, it's amazing, especially as you're getting older. And actually, most of the older players sort of they still play, but they still fall away. The professional ones. So I really had to think about perseverance in relation to my life. Right now, perseverance and getting the show up, even because everything's changed. Some of the things I would see, anyway, it's making me a little, I'm going to say, irritable, because I was very familiar with how to do that the last few years, and now all of a sudden, it's not quite the same. Everything since I got my new computer seems to have changed. So it's very testing. And anyway, lots of little things are having to change within my life because of it, because I'm not 100% satisfied with where everything is going. But what am I supposed to do? When you old computer, it's like old people. When you collapse and go, you got to deal with a new version or a new awareness. So so we all persevere. We do what we have to do within the energy that we have of what we're creating. So there's my life right now. There's lots of different things going on that I'm having to persevere with, look at, figure out, do. And sometimes it's a little tiring, to be honest and truthful. Contemplating futures. This is February, by the way, February 1st. We have a short month this month in some way, a few days cut off, whereas January always seems, as I talked about last week, go on forever. Now we're at next thing we'll know, February will be over and we'll be into March. For us up here in the Northern Hemisphere, usually coming into spring, really. So if you've had a hard winter, and some people are having hard winters, you'll be glad. But we have to persevere this last part of the winter. For us, it's been starting to rain a little bit, but we haven't had much rain where we are. We're a desert. We live in the desert anyway. So there's much here that we can be very happy with and what would you say, satisfied with. But when you consider these elements of mankind, which we are part of, the humanity, how many of us had to persevere through things? How many of us have had to deal with things we didn't want to? How many of us have had to sort of take a breath, the old, what we used to call nose to the grindstone, to keep on going, to make sure things work, to make things that you think came out the way they wanted to, etc., etc., etc. All these things are very, very important, because it gives a sense of satisfaction in life when you do what you need to do and you do a good job, hopefully, and that you succeed. And if you do not succeed, then you are able to think about it, plan, and come back and do it successfully. A lot of elements of what we're creating and working with is really from ourselves and at what we call heart. Do we have the heart to persevere? Do we have the desire to persevere? And bottom line, do we want to persevere? Do we want to keep going? Do we want to For me, it seems like even putting a show up, it's like, why is it doing it this and not that? What am I supposed to do with this now? And it's unfortunate that, yes, when we're a little older, or quite a bit older, our brains aren't as quick. We're not as quick. We don't move physically quite as quick, but our brains don't work as quick. We like to think they do, though, especially a person like myself who has been very quick-minded for the majority of their life. So, again, perseverance. How do we work that? What do we do? How do we compensate? What do we create? It's really important to be able to understand how, what, when, or where. And so, anyway, I'm doing a short talk this morning because I'm really not sure if where and how we're at, what we got, what's going on. But I want you to wish everybody a wonderful day, week, month. I've got some things happening in my life. I'm going to have to reconsider some elements. So I will be here when I can be, trying to figure out what's going on. So the old way I used to put this up, which was very easy and quick, and not get frazzled because it's not doing what I wanted it to do. Just go have a good day. Just go. It's Sunday. Go do what you got to do. Make yourself. I always think when I'm feeling a little bit off kilter or upset, go give yourself a treat, whatever it is. For me, chocolate, but sometimes some other kind of treat can work too. You just enjoy, take care of you and your families and people that you care about. And remember, the world's out there waiting for you to persevere with your next goal. Blessings to all. Norma. No, I'm not sure how I'm going to end this silly thing. Oh, I know what I probably have to do. I have to probably make it really, really tiny again. This is what's been happening. So I can see the places. No, not that way. Well, it's not working. I got to figure out how to get out of here. There's no ending thing here. There's no exit, no leave. I'm going to shut it down. Sorry about that. This is why I'm being tested. I'll tell you. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, maybe that's not going to work. Just a second. I won't be here forever. That's for sure. Just see if I can get it up so it says where I can exit. Here we are. Leave stream. All right. Still learning new things. It used to be right there. It isn't right there right now, but it is now. Blessings. Bye now.